I would like to introduce to you all our host, the creator of today's event, our global expert, Dr. Neva. She likes to go by Dr. Neva. I was going to say her whole name, but she loves the word Dr. Neva. She has her own show, Dr. Neva. She has her own company. She's a global expert. She's a consultant. And if you ever want to go global, make sure you contact her. But she is the one who implemented this program, who created this program. And I am honored to know her. I am honored to have known her for all these years. Right now, we're moving along, and she's going to speak on Shock is My Therapy.
She's a little bit nervous earlier, but thank you so much for doing this today. I really appreciate you. So my topic, I'm not going to be long-winded because it's been a long day, but my topic is shock is my therapy. And I came up with that topic a few weeks ago. I was at the gym working out because it's important to be healthy. Okay, guys? You have to keep your mind right, your body right. Everything has to be right for you to be successful.
That's true.
And I sat in the gym working out. I said, what am I going to talk about? And what came to me was shock therapy. And I said, I can't really just say shock therapy. What about it? Shock is my therapy. So 2 years ago, I went to Kenya for a client of mine. Funny enough, I'm flying out tomorrow again to Kenya. But 2 years ago, I went to Kenya to 2 different clients. One, to see if they could start a business school there. And the second was basically they were looking to do international exchange and stuff like that with students. And my dad called me and he said, you know, I just want you to know your grandmother is very ill. And she keeps saying, this is it. And then pretty much she went into a coma. And he called, he's like, you have to come back. I arrived in the United States March 16, 2016, and she passed away March 17. Today's March 17, 2 years ago. Now, when I select the date for this event, that was not on my mind. It's coincidental. There was a day that was available. I kept asking for days. I really wanted it to be closer to actually International Women's Day. And this is the date that I got. But although she was 94 and a half, she lived a long life. When she passed, it was a shock. Like the day after I arrived, that was it. And I also realized I went back because my dad needed me at that time. Because we were very close. And one thing about her, she was a very loving person. She was the pillar of the family. And for those who are Christian, she was the prayer warrior. And just going back to the family home, at the time I was in Florida. So coming back to Brooklyn, it was just heartbroken. But I remember her joy, her fun. And I started thinking to myself, okay, this is death. However, what does this want to show me? Wake up, motivate. You're here, you're still alive, you're not dead. Keep pushing, do what you do. Love what you do. Take the risk. And I did that. Now, of course, I'm the type of person, I try to have the strength, I try to show you that I'm a warrior, but I'm human. I break down. I call. I ask for prayers, please, I'm scared. I need your word, just talk to me. So it went on for a year, And then, second death, 1 year after. Even harder on me was someone that I called my grandmother. See, yes, I had a grandma by birth, but this one to me was more than just my grandmother. Her name was Coralie Pleasant. And everyone just called her Pleasant because that's who she was. Hi, darling, how are you? She was originally from Virginia State, and she went back pretty much to retire at 90 years old. When she came in my life, I thought, okay, I'm going to take care of her, but many times she took care of me. When I came home and I'm tired, the food was there, so I'm kind of like, what did you cook? And she was like, you're gonna eat it, daughter. At the time, she was very instrumental. I had the Caribbean Business Network some years back, and she was the gatekeeper. She was the person who was there. Everyone knew her. She had to show love, and oh, I miss her. But it's life, right? We live and we move on. So I could not hear from her. And the other day, actually when I was at the gym, and that's also the reason it clicked for the topic, I'm looking through the phone for someone else's number, and I realized the last message that I sent to her that she didn't respond. So Miss Pleasant, I can't hear from you. I called her Miss Pleasant as well. Grandma, but Miss Pleasant. I can't hear from you. What's going on? Nothing. So I started calling all over the place in Virginia, whatever numbers, because I told her, give me a list of numbers. If something happened, I can't hear from you, I need that list. She fought with me for some time because she's like, I ain't dying yet. But I had that list. And I got her nephew. Her nephew is 86 years old. And he says, well, Coralie ain't doing too good, daughter. Similar to how she spoke to me. And he gave me the number of the nursing home. And I called the nursing home, and I said, how is she doing? They said, I said, okay, her birthday's April 15th, 2017 at the time. I'm gonna come that Saturday. She said, can you come before that? And I started crying. I said, don't say this, please. I just can't handle it at this moment, don't. She said, I'm just being honest. So I jumped in the car the morning, and my aunt said to me, I'm gonna take this ride with you. Now this aunt wasn't close to her, but she's close to me because it's my aunt, right? She jumped in the car, and I drove, and sometimes I felt like I was falling asleep at the wheels, truth. And I had to jump back. And when I got there, I said, it's Neva. And she, and they're like, whoa, she knows you're here. And I spoke to her, and I said, I didn't get married yet. Just see the movement, and she moved. But my heart, I knew it was it, but I just couldn't take that was it. And I kissed her, and I walked out, and 15 minutes after she died, another shock to my system. What do? This was someone, any stress, anything I can call her, because her experience, her wisdom. She didn't need riches to be happy. She was so humble. And that made everyone want to be around her. And I didn't have that person anymore. But I thought about it. Neva, you gotta keep pushing. You are here, you are living. You love to travel? Travel. You love to make things happen? Make it happen. You want people to be successful? You want yourself to be successful? Do it. So while at the gym, I'm thinking about these things coming at me, and the reason why, the last shock, my cousin passed away early this year of a seizure at 33 years old in her sleep. And I'm like, you're supposed to have, you're supposed to live and whatever, but someone's so young. Why? And I don't know why, but again, I just know that I have to keep pushing, stay positive. I am here, I'm alive, I'm going to live. And when I was at her funeral, a cousin read her eulogy, and one of the things that she said, do what you love and love what you do. And I sat there and said, yo, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm gonna say that to you. Do what you love and love what you do, because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Live your fullest life. Personally, I know this is a little sad, dreary, I'm talking about death. But one of the things I love to do, and I mentioned it at my last conference, I love to dance. Yeah, it doesn't look like I look a little stiff and bored, but I love to dance. That's how I get things out. I'm ignoring someone back there that has her hands up. But I say to you today, I appreciate you coming out, because this is one of the things that I love to do. I love people gathering. I love women being impactful. I love when women collaborate. I'm all about the men, yes. And I love when men support women. Do what you love what you do. These things that happened to me shocked me, but there's my therapy, made me feel better to realize I'm alive. I am going to be a dynamic global business developer. I am going to be that great speaker. I am going to be Dr. Neva. Thank you.